What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Myra.
And I am Meg. Welcome back, guys.
Yay, welcome back to another week. How was your week this week?
My week was pretty hectic. Yeah, I think hectic is a great word for it. I had my 1 year anniversary at my job, so there was a little bit of celebration going on for that, which I was really excited about. It was also one of my coworkers' anniversary, so we kind of had like a little joint celebration at work. And I mean, lots of planners and wine stuff going on behind the scenes, which is really exciting, but very hectic and very crazy. And you also know I'm trying to really get my foot in of the door of like being like a consistent content creator. So all that has made Meg a very busy gal, trying to figure out how to just balance it all and make sure I have time for myself, which is what this whole weekend has been pretty much. It's just me chilling.
Oh, you
you
took the
know?
weekend off. I took yesterday off
Oh,
because I
really?
really, yeah, I really wanted to
Hmm.
like record a few videos. I'm trying to get ahead on that when it
Hmm.
comes to the YouTube side of it. But I was like, every single day this week has been either the 9 to 5 or Planners and Wine or
Girl,
other content. So I'm like, I'm
both.
taking the day off. And plus,
Yep.
Ashton and Chuck was in here. That's a part of the
Yeah.
reason why I wanna do videos because they ain't in the background being loud, but
Yeah. That's
I
true.
took advantage of just having that time off, and I
That's
think I
true.
might move forward with that. Saturdays just
Mhm.
may be the day off. We don't record on that day, typically, if we can avoid it.
I know. I think
Yeah.
everybody needs at least one day this week if they can control it to just like do whatever they want to do. Like have nothing really like scheduled unless it's like, self-care or maintenance or something like that. So like the only thing I'm scheduling on Saturdays is like a massage or like a nail appointment or something something
A
like that if I can
Starbucks
help it.
run. Yeah.
A TISA class, which we will be in next
Yeah.
weekend, which I'm really excited about. You
Yeah, I
know?
just I technically won't have Saturday off once Ashton starts his soccer again because
Mhm.
those are game days, but that's more reason not to do, like, anything else
Yep,
because that
just
is a
have that
lot.
be it. Have
Yeah,
that be it. Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, so Ashton likes soccer?
That's what he tell us. I mean, he seems
Okay,
to enjoy it. He's in the mood
good.
for it. So yeah, we'll see. He asked to do it again this season. So as long as he
Nice.
says he's down for it, we're down for it.
I
So
love that, I love
yeah,
that. Yeah, like, when Mason first did soccer, she was 3, and I think 3 is, like, a tinge too young because,
yeah,
Mason's a very sensitive child. She didn't like the contact of soccer, of like having to like run after people to try to take the
hmm,
ball away from them. Like she didn't like all that. She absolutely loves gymnastics, and she's always loved gymnastics because it's more like an individual thing.
yeah,
But she might try soccer again. Maybe she's 5 now, so maybe she'll be more into it. Before 3 year old, she was just absolutely. I mean, her half the team was just like absolutely not. It was
yeah,
always a lot. So
yeah. And I
they were
could
just
tell the
young.
difference from the first season with Ashton to now.
Mhm.
Like he's more into it and understands, and he's not just on the sideline spinning in a circle. Like he's
Girl.
actually into the game.
Literally
So
half Mason's team you just described.
yeah. They
It
I
was
mean, and
so funny.
that's just the age. So some like, if your
Mhm.
kids are just now starting in sports and you're just like, "They're spinning in a circle," that's normal. It's
That's
completely
normal.
normal.
It
Yeah.
is
See
completely
if you wanna
normal.
try it again, and you'll see
Yep.
the difference just from 2 seasons. Complete
That's
difference.
so true. And honestly,
Yeah.
like the ages between 3, 4, and 5 is just so
Yeah.
different developmentally. So like Mason's
Mhm.
team had like mostly 3 and 4 year olds. I think they played a team that had like mostly 4 and 5 year olds. Girl, you could tell the difference. Like 4 and 5 year olds was like professionals. They were
Mhm.
killing it. They were killing it. And Mason's team was like, we didn't sign up for this. So
Yep. That's how it was last
so
year.
cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, I think maybe even 4 might be a little bit too young because that's when
Hmm.
Ashes started, and that's most of his team was 4,
Yeah.
and the 2 5-year-olds on the team was holding the whole team. They were carrying.
Carrying their back was
Yeah.
hurting because they carried the
Yeah.
whole team,
Yeah.
literally. And you know
So
what? I
maybe need
think
to start at 5.
yeah, and I think they start that early just to kinda get them used to it. So I think
Yeah.
obviously, like, if you're having your kids started in sports at, like, 3 or 4 years old, like, go into it with the mentality that it's just learning. Like, don't be in
Yeah.
there all competitive, being extra, because then you're gonna be mad when your
I'm
kid is
sending
doing
this clip to
circles
Chuck.
on the sideline.
It's not competitive at all. It's not. They don't
No.
even keep score. Like you said,
No.
it is just to get them used to
Learn.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, because there's no point. Because you can only do so much. That's why the games are so short, because you don't
Mhm.
have them for very long. They're gonna be
Mm-mm.
over it if they aren't already. So, yeah, I'll be interested to maybe restart her with that in the fall. We'll see if she's interested in it, but, I'm
Yeah.
glad that she loves gymnastics. She is
Yes, find something
always
she love.
trying to go, mhm. She's super into it. But yeah, guys, that was our mommy corner tangents. Let's get back to the show. So I added a bunch of planner conferences that we know of on here. And actually I just thought of the Texas Planner Babe conference that is coming up, and also this DC Journal Con that's
Mhm.
coming up in April. Is the Texas Planner Babe one in April as well? Or is it later in the year? I can't remember.
I cannot remember either.
Let's look it up. Let's get some dates, because I had a couple and I wanted to make sure we added those too. I'm gonna look up the DC.
Here's my thing. If
Mhm.
y'all are a part of some kind of conference or something, put the next event in y'all bio. This
Mhm.
is like the third planner conference thing that did not have the dates in the bio. So now I have to scroll and search
Yeah.
y'all feed to figure out when is this event.
Yeah, that's
I
So
have it
you
weird.
pulled up.
you
The
Okay.
got
Tex
it?
the Texas Planner Babe is going to be doing the Great Planner Party on Friday, April 28th through the 30th in
Okay.
Houston.
Gotcha, in
Okay.
Houston. So that was that one, and then the DC Planner Journal Con. This is their first annual one. Theirs is April 22nd, 2023 in DC, and theirs is in their bio. So shout out to them
Thank you.
for having it in their
Thank
bio.
you.
Very easy and accessible to see. Also, Planning by the Beach is going to be in Palm Beach, Florida on July 21st through July 22nd. Chicago Planner Conference is going to be in Chicago on what is it? November the 3rd through the 5th. And then SGS in Orlando, Florida is going to be November the 10th and the 11th. So many planner conferences this year. I'm really excited. Those are just ones we
Yeah.
know of too.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's more out there. Definitely leave a comment over on our post for this episode on Instagram and let us know if you are going to either one of these or if you know of any additional ones that are coming. We would love to know the dates, and I'm sure people would love to know as well. And please, planner conferences, put it in your bio.
Please.
Highlights something. I mean, somewhere where if we're searching up and we go to your page, we easily know when the next event is.
Yeah, that just makes
'Cause you're gonna
sense.
lose people if they have to go search in your feed.
Agreed. Agreed. And honestly, like even with the DC Planner Journal Con, they just have just the date. I think it would be helpful to be like, next event is
Mhm.
April 22nd. Because I actually still went to their website to confirm, because I wasn't sure, because it literally just has a date and that's it with no context. So date with context.
Yeah, even Chicago Planner Conference don't have it. Luckily, the date is within the first 6 posts,
But
but
it's not gonna be there forever.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
literally number 6, so
Uh-huh.
put it in the bio so people can
At
know.
least pin it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say you could pin
Yeah,
on your
Pin
yeah,
it.
Instagram.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
something,
But yeah.
something.
Something. But yeah, guys,
Okay,
let
not
us know.
my random rant. It's so frustrating.
I know. Let us know if you guys are going to attend any of these conferences coming up this year. I just think it is just so great for the community to have so many different events going on. And it's kind of feeling, a lot more back to the pre-COVID days, where there was always some
Mhm.
type of event going on all over the country. So I know a lot of people, if you weren't able to like travel to DC for Go Wild, if it wasn't in the budget, if it just wasn't in the plans for this year, there are a lot of conferences all over the country that, one might be a little bit closer to you, a little bit more convenient. Definitely check those out. I think it's just important to support these conferences as much as we can. Now, obviously, we all can't go to all of them, but it's support as much as we can, because it's just a fun time too.
Yeah, and I'm glad that our first one was something smaller like CPC, and I think
Mhm.
that's probably like the next biggest one after Wild, because
Mhm.
Wild is very, very overwhelming. So,
Mhm.
as much as I love Wild, especially if you're an introvert, I would say try something smaller first before you jump into Wild because it can be a lot.
Agreed.
And, I it's just easier. It's just
It's
easier to do
easier.
something much smaller, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, planner conferences are such a good time, and definitely if you're somebody who is nervous about them, kind of easing your way in with a smaller conference is definitely a good way to go. Or I mean, you can just jump in feet first and start with Go Wild. That's fine too. But definitely give them a chance if you're interested in like you know cultivating more relationships and friendships in the community. I think being out and about, and like having your face be seen is important for that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree.
Mhm.
It's a way that we connect and humanize, like,
Mhm.
each and every one of us in the community. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna meet everybody in the community, but
Right.
it's the way to like, it just feels different meeting somebody in person and then talking
Mhm.
to them later. Like,
I
it
know.
just feels different. I don't know how to explain it, but
Yep.
I feel like everybody needs it, especially if you want to be a part of this community and be an active member, I guess, I don't know.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
y'all know what I mean. Like,
We got you.
it's beneficial to go to one of these. I think everyone should if they really wanna be a part of the community.
I think so too. And if y'all want, we can offer like a couple of tips for people who are considering going to just any planner conference for the first time. My tip would be to don't get offended if people don't recognize you from like your from your page. Because I'm just
Who got
saying
offended?
I
Who
mean,
got
I'm just saying just in case nobody got offended. I'm just saying, just in
Oh,
case anybody does, like you shouldn't. Like don't or really I should rephrase that and say, don't expect people to immediately recognize you if you've never seen them in person before based off of your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like even if y'all chat often on Instagram, whatever the situation is, just don't have that expectation. Just go in being prepared to introduce yourself a lot and tell people what your Instagram name is. And more than likely, they'll be like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a negative thing. We all follow and interact with hundreds, if not thousands of people on Instagram and Facebook groups and things like that. So yeah, just go in prepared to introduce yourself is probably my one of my number one tips. And it's okay. It's okay.
the gag if I went to go wild and you were like, "Who are you?"
Me and you don't
Yeah,
count
I would be
for
upset.
yeah, that's different because we knew each other outside of this. We met for the first time in person. I'm saying for people you've never met in person before, don't
I
expect them
no,
to
I
just to
totally get
recognize you, you know?
Yeah, and, my tip would be, since we all me harping on bios,
Lord.
if your name is not in your handle, put your name in your bio so people can address you by your name,
Or even if
you
it
know?
is in your handle, still put it in your bio because
Is
why
yours
not?
in there?
You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good idea to have it there too because
Make
why
sure mine's
not?
in there while I'm talking. It is there.
There we
But
go.
yeah, I think it is helpful. I think people forget like literally it's a space for your name and a lot of people put like what they're currently planning or whatever. And
Mhm.
while that's cool or whatever, but people need to know what to address you by.
I know. Yeah, especially I mean if your handle is planning with a plan and
Mhm.
you don't have your first name anywhere on your page or in your bio, like that is really hard. Like how is anybody supposed to know like what your name is? So that's a great tip also. Just have it if it's not in your handle, have it in bio or just have it
Yeah.
both places.
A
That's just
nickname or something if you don't want to go
some.
by yeah.
Don't have to be your
Because
full
nobody's
government.
not gonna be, hey, planning with a plan.
Yeah.
It's
That is
kind of
so
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
That is so weird. You definitely don't have to do all that. JB, do you have any tips for people who are considering going to their first planner conference?
Um, I think it's okay to be scared and
Okay.
just embrace it. I think, that expectation of like, especially post pandemic, because that's who I am.
Mhm.
Just be prepared to meet people, and if you don't vibe with them, there's still other people in the room that you can surely get along with. Yeah.
That's a great tip. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you already have that common ground of,
Mhm.
liking stationery, so that immediately breaks the ice. All of us can talk about our favorite planners for hours if we wanted to.
Mhm.
So, yeah, while totally okay to be scared, but I think, just putting yourself out there. And that's also why I think doing the smaller ones may be a bit easier than
Mhm.
jumping, into something like Go Wild or Heck, even CPC, 'cause it was pretty big. It was like, what, 600 people?
Yeah, yeah.
But, doing those smaller ones can get you, you know, that experience or calm those nerves because it's
Mhm.
far less people.
Agreed. Totally,
Also,
totally
I
agree.
Googled to see if planning with a plan was an actual account, and it's not because I didn't wanna offend nobody.
Are you about to take it? Are you about to take planning with the plan?
No, it's maybe. Trademark.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. Website coming soon. Planning with the plan
A whole bio with no name.
with no name.
Yes.
No name, just vibes. Just vibes. But yeah, guys, let us know. Chime in if you are a planner conference pro. Like, let us know. Comment on this post on Instagram and let us know like what tips you might have for other people who might be new to the planning world or might just be new to planner conferences. How can we help kind of calm their nerves a little bit and give them a little bit more security going into it? Because I mean, planner conferences are absolutely the best time ever to me, and I would like it to be the best time ever to everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, we want
Mhm.
this for you because it
Yes.
is a bunch of fun. It is
Mhm.
nerve-wracking, it is scary, but it can be a bunch of fun, and you truly, like, connect with, like, lifelong friends,
Yes, for sure.
and it's just a beautiful thing that I hope that everybody has an opportunity to build off of.
Me too. Me too. So this next topic is me kind of calling myself out. I know I said on the last episode that I had looked at Happy Planner spring release and didn't really see anything that I was interested in. Well, literally, as soon as we got off the podcast, I went and looked again and I found a few things that I like. So I did buy a few things from the Happy Planner spring release. I actually have a Happy Planner on the way. So I don't know. I'm in a phase right now of planning where I'm just testing. I know what works for me. I know what I like, but I also want to just kind of experiment and revisit some things. I don't think I've used a dashboard layout from Happy Planner legitimately since maybe 2019. It's been that long.
From the Supermom planner?
I think that's the last one. I think that was the
That's the last
first
one
and
I used
last that
too,
I ever
yeah.
used. Mhm.
What a
So,
time. I think that was
yeah.
the very first dashboard layout.
Mhm. Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
that is wild.
That is
I
so
love that
crazy.
planner. The
Yeah.
cover was
Yeah.
simple.
The cover was
I
so good.
The black and white stripes and the hashtag mom life and gold,
Mhm.
oh,
So good. So I'm
now they just
excited.
all out there.
Yeah, so I do have, like, some cloth and paper coming too because I
Yes.
am gonna kind of Frankie plan a little bit and kinda make my cover, because I loved it because I got the Spoonful of Faith dashboard, layout. It's a really beautiful cover. Not really,
Mhm.
my style for what I want, like, the outside of my planner to look like. I want the
Yeah.
outside to look a lot more simple. So I am going to go with some cloth and paper to really kinda zhuzh it up and make it what I want it to look like, but I'm excited, and I stopped using the dashboard layout because I found it very hard to like decorate. But now I'm just in a different phase of planning to where like all my planners don't have to be super decorative. I might use this a little bit more functionally. So just gonna kind of play around and see what happens with it. But I love it. It's a
Yeah.
great layout.
I mean, I wouldn't go far as saying that, but
Myra, that's your opinion. I think it's a
that
great
is my opinion.
layout.
Also, they have made changes since, the very first one, 'cause does that one have the long checklist side
The
too?
long checklist, it does not have
Mhm.
any color, like, it had, like, the little box was, like, a different color, none of
Yeah,
that.
no
It's,
peach
like,
boxes.
truly
Yeah.
neutral, so they have definitely made some and I think that was another one of the things that got me off of the
Yeah.
dashboard layout because that box was just so limiting.
Yeah,
I
hashtag
couldn't,
growth.
period.
But yeah, I'm glad that,
Yeah,
you put this on the
I did. I will call myself
Yes.
out
I love
when
it.
I need to.
Is there gonna be any content of you, freaking planning?
Girl, I don't know about all that. We gonna see. We gonna see because I do need to make content. So maybe for content purposes, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see what happens with that. But I'm excited. I
Yeah.
didn't get any stickers, because I'm pretty firm in happy planner stickers just not being for me at this phase of my planning life. So I didn't, and I saw some really cute ones too, but I just know myself, and I was like, I'm not about to restart this buying sticker book from Happy Planner thing because before I know it, I'm gonna end up with a bunch that I'm not using all over again. So just a
Yeah.
planner and some discs and a cover and some note page paper is what I got.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on the sticker phase. One, I just have a lot.
Mhm.
Um, the two, I don't find most of their sticker books to be quite functional. I wish they would
No.
add a lot more functionality, like
Mhm.
a lot more boxes. Like it's like 85% deco.
Yeah,
And when it's 20 pages of stickers, like I'm never gonna use all that stuff.
I
But
know. It's
yeah,
crazy.
the last release, maybe last spring is when I bought sticker
Mhm.
books. I just gave like Chuck's manager has little girls and Chuck went to work with one of those actually it's from EC, that notebook from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah,
And he
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, where'd you get that from? My daughters love Star Wars." I said, "Bet. I'm gonna give you a box of stuff." But I said
Ah,
all that
love
stuff to
it.
say that literally I have 4 Happy Planner sticker books from last spring release, did not even open up
Mm.
and not, put them in there because they're into stickers and
Oh, that was so
yeah. So
nice. I'm sure
yeah.
they love
Yeah.
those.
But moving
That's
forward, it's
awesome.
like clearly
Mhm.
I'm not gonna use them. They're cute. It's just,
Mhm.
just being realistic in what you're gonna use, you know?
Agree. Totally,
Yeah.
totally agree. Yeah. Planner Kate put up this post earlier today about all the sales and stuff they have going on this week. They have a lot going on in Planner Kate this week. So Monday, March 27th is Misfit Monday. Sorry you guys are hearing this in the week, but stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So Misfit Monday, that was 60% off of grab bags from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, March 29th, is their Warehouse Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can use a code 20% off PK all day for their apparel and lifestyle line. I have one of the shirts from her lifestyle and apparel line, and I really, really loved it. It says Planner Girl. I love it. Friday, March 31st. Yeah, so y'all will hear this. Friday, March 31st, they are doing new releases at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And then Saturday, April 1st is markdown day. So March 2022 stuff moves to 50% off. And then June sneak peeks are going to be live. And then
Come
also
on, June sneak peeks.
yeah, I know, right? And then also, it's not a joke. Spring sale is going to be announced. So possibly by the time y'all hear this, the details for that spring sale will be announced. So yeah, Player Cake. I mean, first of all, the prices are already great, but when you add on all these sales and stuff, I love it. But that's one of those shops where you can wait until she does a good sale and you can stock up because it's going to
Mhm.
be worth the wait. So I don't know. I haven't bought any planner cake since like December, so I definitely might check this out.
Yeah, like you said, you have plenty of time to stock up, and then they're
Mhm.
so far in advance, so even if you do wait, it ships so fast. Like, if
Mhm.
you wait for this and, like, get, like, a April kit or something, you probably still get it by the 5th,
Mhm.
and you can still use it.
That's true.
So, yeah,
That's true. And they're
that stuff
shipping
are
super,
fast.
super, super fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's true. But yeah, are you gonna be shopping any planner cake this week, Myra? I know we don't need
Um,
nothing, but
yeah, probably not. If I do get
yeah.
something, it will probably be apparel. I'm just trying to, like, I'm, in my decluttering phase, so I don't
Yes.
wanna bring in more stuff
Yes.
if I can help it.
That's valid.
Mhm.
Very, very valid. Also, so I missed talking about this last week, but also Chris Ann Designs is selling more Go Wild merch. They have some badge and lanyard displays, the Wild Ones blanket with literally every single attendee's name listed out, some metal tin like trays. I think you could put like cards or keepsakes or whatever you want in there. She did have the wild llama for sale, but he got bought up very, very quickly. I don't think she had a ton of him left anyway. So he is gone, but she got like pillows, stencils, even like a interchangeable countdown for next year's Go Wild. So lots of cute stuff, some picture frames. So definitely check out Chrissy Ann Designs if you want to do some memory keeping for this previous Go Wild. We got some exclusive sticker sheets that were Go Wild related there that are now for sale on the website as well. Or if you just want some other stuff, she got lots of new Go Wild stuff. So very cute, very exciting.
Yes. I'm sorry if y'all didn't get the llama. Did you name yours?
Um, yes, Mason named him Alex. She's obsessed with the name Alex. She names everything Alex. So he's the new Alex in the house.
How does she spell it? Typical Alex.
Yeah,
Mm,
Alex. Yeah. Did you name
okay.
yours? Or did Ashley
Liam.
name? Liam. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right. Liam the llama. That's cute. That's cute. But yeah,
Yes.
he's so cute. And Mason really likes him too. Like she literally still like walks around the house with him. She'll like bring him into bed sometimes. She loves Alex. So I hope we get more wild llamas next year, or maybe some more outfits. Can we get some outfits, Katie, for people who already got one, so we can change change up the wardrobe a little bit?
Oh, I need to sort my llama. I got a feeling
Mhm.
like my llama is like a Ravenclaw.
Okay. What makes you think that?
I don't know, just in his face.
Not as in his face.
I don't know, Liam just it just I don't know. I know that's not oh, what's the vampire name?
From Twilight?
Yes. What's his real name?
Jasper? Oh, you talking about Edward Cullen? His real
That's not
name?
his real is that his
Robert
real name?
Pattinson. No, Robert.
Robert, yes.
Yeah.
Why did that escape me? I don't know, like, Robert in the face looks like a Hufflepuff, even though, like, he was in the movie,
I think
but
that's
he
why
looks
you
like that in the
I
face.
think that's why you think that because the first time he was introduced to you, it was as a Hufflepuff.
Mm.
I don't think people look like except for like the Malfoys. They're the only people who like look like their house. Everybody else it doesn't give that to me.
Maybe that's just a Slytherin thing for me to, like, sort people just by looks,
Okay. I can
because
see that.
people who are Slytherin look like it.
They 100%. 100%. Like you in our headshots from 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 the shop summit, you definitely was giving Slytherin. You definitely was giving Slytherin.
Oh my god.
Also, shout out to Wow for those headshots. They look amazing.
They really did. They
If
turned
you
out
were
really
an
cute.
attendee of the Shop Summit, if you had a ticket, you should have received an email. If you didn't, obviously contact the Wow team because the email will give you a link to download your pictures because they look fantastic. I literally looked at
Mhm.
everybody's pictures, not even just
So
ours,
good.
and
Yeah.
everybody's looked so great. Like the backdrops were really cute, and they just turned out phenomenal. So shout out to the Wow team. I hope there's something that they keep at the Shop Summit every year because I mean, who doesn't want headshots? Like fantastic quality headshots at
Yeah.
that.
I mean, high key, that's worth the price of admission right there.
I think so too.
Yeah. They
I
turned
think
out really
so
cute.
too.
But I
Yep.
still think my llama is a Ravenclaw. I'm gonna just
Okay.
run with that.
All right. We'll let you have it.
I'm gonna put in our stories and have y'all vote.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's okay. Okay, let's vote. Let's vote.
I'll put in the planners and wine story.
Yes, that'll be good. That'll be good. Also KD has tons of wild apparel and not even just go wild apparel, but just like planner related apparel. And
Mhm.
our friend Laura gave me like the best idea. She was like, she's gonna put all her like planner related like t-shirts, hoodies, and stuff like all together in like one bin so that when a planner conference comes up, like she literally has her wardrobe for the planner conference, just like clean, set, ready to go, folded, and just ready to be packed. And I think that is genius. So genius. So
That is a really good idea.
I love it. I love it. So definitely might be checking that out to get a little bit more planner apparel because it's just so cute. I just love it so much. Love it.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. But on that note, guys, we are going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors and we will be right back. All right, right, guys. So we are back, and let's talk a little bit about what has been going on with TikTok and these hearings lately. Myra, have you been seeing updates on this? It has been all over my feed on TikTok, like clips from these wild hearings.
Yeah, I've been seeing different clips and trying to keep my ears to the streets about it because I
Mhm.
know this is specifically for TikTok, but I think it is going to have some effect on all social media just in
Mm,
general. So I'm just, just in the nosebleeds, just watching with my binoculars to see how this all pans out because it is very interesting.
very interesting
Mhm.
and very ghetto. Some of the questions that are being asked. The TikTok CEO show. Um, he seems like a fine human being. I don't really know what to say, you know what I'm saying? Like he seems, just like a normal person. And I kind of feel like, I don't know, the way they're kind of persecuting TikTok feels a little racist to me, if I'm being honest. It just
A
because
little.
yeah, because here's the thing, like, I don't really I mean, obviously, we don't know the ins and outs of all these social media apps, but just from
Mhm,
what I do know, from my level of understanding, I don't really know if TikTok is taking any more information from us than Instagram or Twitter or any, American-based
mhm.
social media app, and those don't quite seem to be as big of a problem as TikTok, I guess, because of China's involvement and all that. We don't really want to get into the weeds of all that. We certainly don't want anybody sending us any DMs about it. We're just going based off of what we know, which is
Or
not
emails or things on the Facebook group.
yeah.
Um, y yeah,
Yeah.
because it does, like you said, I feel like it feels a little racist, that
Mhm.
radar kinda, like, tingles a little bit, and then
Mhm.
also, it feels like a distraction.
Yes. Yes, because there are a lot more important things, at least in my
Mhm,
opinion, that are going on right now. A lot of more important things that could be banned, not drag shows, but like guns
mhm,
specifically. Um, it just seems like the way that America is headed, especially with these conservative politicians, it's just I mean, it's just really going down a really, really messed up track. And as far as what the priorities are, and it disgusts me, to be quite frank, that we can have these hearings about TikTok, but when's the last time we had like public hearings about, gun violence or school shootings or anything of that nature? It just really pisses me off, to be honest, because I'm not saying that TikTok is 100% innocent. We all know that there come a lot of dangers with social media, but TikTok is just not at the top of my priority list as far as what is dangerous to me and my children. Neither are drag shows. There are a lot of things that are on that list, and those aren't on it. So it just pisses me off.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, very interesting.
Hmm.
This is to me, like I said, it feels like a distraction, but at the end of the day, it ultimately will affect me, not even just being somebody that's on TikTok
Yeah.
as a creator and a, app user, but for every platform that I'm
Yeah,
on. So, if you don't use TikTok, if you don't be on it, like don't think that this is not going to affect you because it's going to have a ripple effect
for
regardless of
sure.
however it comes out.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And it just pisses me off, like, thinking about how happy, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world are going to be if TikTok gets banned in America, because he's like, oh, yeah, y'all can just run back to Facebook and Instagram and doing all the things. And we're like, no, 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 no. We're going to find a way to still have TikTok. Leave us alone. Like, no, you cannot control us. Stop it.
I mean, if they put half the energy that they putting into this into like making the app more user friendly to create there,
Mhm.
that would be a start.
25%.
Like
25%.
why nobody wants to be
Mm.
on the app because it's just let me not get canceled by Adam.
Adam, I just want my collaborations back. So don't be trying to piss off
That's the
Adam.
thing. Like you will have stuff, it
Mhm.
gets taken away, it's disappeared. Y'all done took away like the
Yep.
creator fund. So
Mhm.
like what is the benefit here?
Right.
And then we
Right.
can't see the stuff that we follow. Like, I don't even want to follow people anymore. And some this happens on TikTok too. Like
Mhm.
not me trying to like make TikTok the best thing ever, but If I follow people, then I never see their content again
Yep.
because my feed is filled with suggestions
Mhm.
because I liked something 3 days ago and now everybody thinks I'm a skater boy. Like, I it's it's too much. It's too much. Make it better.
That's
Instead of
so
trying to kick out
true.
the competition, make your stuff better.
That is so true. Yeah. And you know what? That we can't, I mean, obviously, because it's like you say, we're not trying to act like TikTok is perfect or something. It
Yeah,
is
it's
very
not.
annoying to me when I like something and then my whole timeline is flooded
Mhm.
with that. So then I have to go on a spree of saying that I'm not interested just so I
Yeah.
can get my timeline to be more balanced. Like, I don't have to see a million natural hair videos just because I liked one.
Yeah. It there's no
Yeah.
yeah. There's no balance. And that happens on Instagram too.
Oh my
It's just like, can y'all work on making that better?
God. I
Making
know.
that a more of an experience.
I
And I
know.
think like specifically with Instagram, they harp on like creators, and they completely forget about the users,
I
the
know.
people who watch the creators. Like
Literally.
if they're on the platform, like we're not creating content for other creators.
I know, right? Because other creators are not using people links and stuff
Mm-mm.
like that. You know what I'm saying? You need to care about just the consumers
That's
too.
where the balance comes in at,
Yeah.
on all these
Mhm.
platforms. But yeah, I say all that to say. I I'll keep a watch on this and, if y'all creators and, y'all enjoy social media and being on these platforms, which if you listen to this, I'm sure you do, you know,
Mhm.
just something's gonna shake.
Yeah, something's
Something's
gonna
gonna happen.
shake.
It's gonna be a ripple effect and it's not just gonna be TikTok. So
Mhm. Right, right.
get
And you
ready.
know what? Last thing I want to mention about this is like some of the clips from the hearings. One that really sticks out of my head was a very old congressman. I don't even know his name. Asking um the CEO of TikTok if TikTok is connected to his Wi-Fi. I was real done then. I was
Are
real
we
done
connected to the
then.
Wi-Fi?
I, what? What do you mean? I feel like he didn't even know how to answer that. He was like, "What do you mean?" It, it's so if
Also,
you
this is a great reminder to vote.
this is a great reminder to vote. This is a great
Check your
reminder to
status,
vote.
register if you haven't already.
Because there are people who like fully don't even understand how social media and internet work, and
Just
they
the
are
internet.
yeah, and they have the power to remove our access from things that they don't even understand. Like besides just internet, healthcare and birth control is they don't know that how that shit works either, and but they can do all these things. So yeah, make sure you're voting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Anyway,
god. Is this podcast connected to the Wi-Fi?
girl. I just cannot. That was so ridiculous.
I did like one of the questions, which I wish that was being shared more because of course we're sharing these ridiculous questions from these
Mhm.
congressmen. But there was one representative from New York that, talked about how TikTok can be disproportionate to black and brown people.
Mm.
And banning their content and or like in error, like banning their content,
And
and in a
that's
sense, they're
legitimate
not able to make
concerns.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I wish that was shared a bit more. Like, I only seen that from other black and brown people, and of course,
Of
it
course.
kinda gets overshadowed from somebody asking, "Does the internet connects to the Wi-Fi?"
I
Basically.
know, I know.
It's
Or
yeah.
even like I saw one creator on TikTok. She was basically like she don't feel like she really has a dog in the fight over what happens to TikTok or not. She doesn't really care either way. But what she did want to say is that, she put out a video and I don't know the content of the video. I just know that the video ended up getting her harassed by a lot of people to the point where she had to turn off her comments. I literally came across a video today from a different creator where they had ended up like I started watching the video and the comments were off. And I was like, listen, I was like, why are the comments out? Why are people so upset? I had to go to a different video of hers for her to kind of explain the situation about why people were so upset. And she was like, the way that TikTok will just allow this type of harassment of creators to go on is not cool. These are legitimate concerns of
Mhm.
TikTok. That is what I care about when it comes to TikTok is, like you said, black and brown creators not getting fair representation on the platform, fair payment on the platform, fair credit on the platform, and also creators in general being harassed and bullied relentlessly on the platform with little to no oversight. That's what we need to worry about when it comes to TikTok and social media in general, because it's gross. It's just absolutely gross.
Yeah.
Like I remember it was maybe a couple months ago, Danny put up a video on his or put up a reel on Instagram, and it led to him getting a lot of harassment by
Yeah.
trolls. And we went through and we was cussing out the trolls and we was reporting the trolls. A couple weeks later, TikTok is or Instagram is telling us, oh well, this comment didn't disturb any community guidelines, or this page didn't violate any community guidelines.
My comment got
How?
blocked
Yeah,
for defending somebody.
for
My comment
defending
completely
somebody.
got blocked.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's just wild.
That's what
And
is concerning.
yeah, and then like you said, like with us, like I like one skate video, and then now
Mhm.
I'm a skater boy. Like if somebody who is harmful reshares or like that video, it gets spread to all these other harmful people to
Mhm.
continue to attack the creator. So
Mhm.
it's wild, and
Yep.
I don't think there is any regulation around it because it keeps people on the platform, and that's the ultimate goal because is what make these platforms money, regardless
Exactly.
if it's nice,
Yep.
regardless if it's harassment.
Yep. Yep.
That's the
Agreed.
bottom line. Yeah,
Agreed. So yeah, so like you said, like we're not trying to act like, TikTok and social media is just solely innocent and doesn't have any work to do, but we're just saying that like these legislators who are running these hearings are worried about the wrong things. This,
not
you
in
know what I'm
touch at all
saying?
either.
Not in touch at all with what
Mm-mm.
actually matters and what is hurting people, hurting society. You know what I'm saying? It's some of the content and harassment that goes on these platforms. That is the problem. So, mm, I can't.
Yeah, we'll keep
I
y'all
cannot.
posted on this because we'll definitely
I
keep
will.
seeing what actually happens. But
Mhm.
yes, no conspiracy theories in our inbox, Facebook groups, DMs, and stuff like that because I have
Mhm.
plenty that our group chat is already annoyed with, so we don't need extra.
We got a lot for sure. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. We keep our ears on the streets to what's going on, so we're good. Thank you, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah. So I watched the first 5 episodes of season 4 of Love is Blind, so you do not have to. This is what I spent most of my day yesterday doing. And actually, I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you guys that y'all should watch it too. Like I haven't been this into a season of Love is Blind probably since the first season. I don't even think I was this into the last season. This season has been really, really good from the jump. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but there is a couple for us to root for that seems very, very promising. And there's also some trash and some drama. And I was on my Instagram stories the other day before I started watching, saying that there was just no way we were ever gonna get like good men on Love is Blind anymore because they don't cast good men who actually want commitment. They had F boys. I am proud to say that I was wrong about that. There are some really good guys in the season this year, and it's actually some of the women who are some F girls, and some mean girls also. And all this
How they
starts
gonna
on
be mean
episode one.
girls?
So like when they're in the pods, they have
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, that's an
female
opportunity,
living
yeah.
quarters and the male living quarters. It's a lot of that goes on. And I mean, the producers did not shy away from this at all. They really put these mean girls on blast for the world to see. And I was very happy because when I searched Love is Blind season 4 on TikTok, it was resounding that everybody, because I looked at them, I was like, why are they so horrible? And then when I looked up those TikToks with people like reviewing it so far, everybody else video I watched was like, oh no, some of these chicks are trash. Like they are mean girls, they are bullies, not cool. So I was like, I feel very validated in how I was feeling about them. So yeah, I think this season is definitely worth the watch.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
bet your feed is filled with Love is Blind.
100%. But that was my fault because I saw them out
Yeah.
and I started liking 'em, so I knew what I was doing. That was my fault for sure. But yeah, it is full of Love Blind, and yeah, whenever if Myra decides to watch, and once we finish the season, we will definitely come on and recap the full season if
Yeah.
she goes ahead and watches it too, because I think it's a good one. I'm into this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will because 'cause I'm still on my 100, new stuff
So this will help. This
as
will
well.
help.
As well.
Yep, and I mean, since Netflix knows us so well, they did not put out the whole season at once. So just the first 5 episodes were out as of when we're
Mhm.
recording this on March 26th. I think the next 3 or 4 are coming out within the next couple of days, maybe by the end of this week, and then the last few will be out next week. So they're putting them out pretty quickly. They just didn't put them all out at once.
I like that because it's
Yeah,
like you can binge, but you're not, like, binging the whole thing to the
and then
point
it's
where
gone.
everybody else can get spoiled too, you
Mhm.
know?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, exactly, exactly. So yeah, I'm very, very into it, and I'm excited for you to watch Myra. Okay, I wish I could say more, but we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I might
excited about
live
it.
tweet it in my stories. People tend to like that
Oh,
when I, like, live tweet it because 'cause I'm
yeah.
sure Imma have something to say. Sometimes they just piss me off so bad.
Mhm.
I feel like I mean, it happens every season.
Mhm. Really? Honestly, I got pissed off on the first episode within the first 5 minutes, because it was just a little bit of self-hatred from a black person in the first 5 minutes, and I ain't like that. So
Is it
that's all I'm gonna
I
say.
guess you don't know. Oh, are they outside the pods by episode 5?
No, this was episode 1 within the first 5 minutes.
I know, but what
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, you're
asking is,
saying
are
is that
they
person?
type outside the
Yes.
pod? So
Hmm.
Imma have to deal with this person the rest of the season.
Yes, but caveat: They've been outside of the pod since like episode 3, and that person hasn't been like too bad since then. It's
It's a
really just the
he?
first couple of episodes. Yeah, it's a he. It's been the first couple
Oh,
of
poor
episodes of him
Bran.
just being. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, maybe we could do a episode. I know we talked about it before, like a kind of a reality and why episode just here one
Hmm.
week,
Yeah,
and it'll
for
just be
sure.
recapping like maybe one season or something.
Yeah, that would be
But yeah,
good.
yeah,
That would be good. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, this season so far is really, really good. Last thing I wanted to talk about was we do have a Selena Gomez and Haley Bieber update, y'all. And this has been a hot topic in our group chat as well, with everybody. Well, not everybody, but people choosing sides or whatever. I just
yeah.
want to be clear. I am side no one. I am not Team Selena and I am not Team Haley. I am
I thought we
team
did pick a side. Oh, go ahead. You're
no.
probably about to say it. Go ahead.
Yes, I am team logic and
Oh,
reason,
that's not
which
the side we
is
picked.
is neither side. I'm not on either side, okay?
We picked
Um
the F Justin Bieber side.
Oh yeah, that's the third side. Yeah, we are on the F Justin Bieber side. Period. I would just we're just not on either of Selena's or Haley's side, because I can say I think there might have been some faults on both sides, but also like I said last week, I think people read way too much into literally every single move that Haley does, and they
Mhm.
always associate it to some type of response or some type of slight to Selena because they're obsessed with Selena, and Selena exit on. That is how I feel about it. And I feel like Haley has gotten relentlessly bullied for really no reason ever since she married Justin Bieber, which once again, this is a lot of Justin Bieber's fault too.
Yeah.
So
Also going back to the platforms too. Being
mhm,
a like what
mhm,
it even happened to come on my feed.
mhm.
Like I don't follow either one of them. I don't associate with any other content, but
No.
even it popped up on my feed. But
Can't help it. Yeah, and if
yeah.
you like one positive thing about Selena Gomez, then you are flooded with all this hate
Mhm.
and negativity towards Hailey Bieber, like immediately. So, back to the update. Selena Gomez did put her on her IG stories this past week. Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop. I mean, that's
It's
nice.
gone on for so long too.
That's
I
the
mean, that's
thing.
nice, but she should have been said that.
One, it's in her IG story, so, that only lives
Yeah.
for 24 hours. Two, it's wild to me that Haley had to reach out and tell her that she was going through that. I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like
that's insane. It
everybody
should
could
be implied.
see,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody could see what was going on without them having to have a conversation. So I just felt like that was kind of icky. And then Haley responded to him. I'm trying to find her response.
Did she respond to her stories too?
Probably.
This is so stupid, to be honest. Like, all of this is stupid, it's gone on for too long, and it's completely unnecessary.
I mean, her and Justin Bieber have been married since 2018. Like, let it go. Everybody needs to let it go.
They marriage is as old as our kids.
Girl, literally. Think about that.
That is wild.
Think about that. Okay, so Haley said she posted an Instagram story. She thanked Selena for speaking out, noting that the pair have been discussing the last few weeks how to move past this ongoing narrative between her and I. She added that everyone, including myself, needs to be more thoughtful about what they post and say things that can be misconstrued. Um, yeah. So, and even with that, because like I looked on Haley's comments on just like a random picture that she posted recently, and it was tons of people being like, "But you need to apologize to Selena." They not listening.
I think it's above them now. Like,
Mhm.
that's why I feel like, I mean, not that it could have stopped it, but it definitely could have decreased it if
Mhm.
Selena would have said something sooner.
Mhm. And also
Um,
for Justin to say something, he's never said
that's
anything.
again why I'm on the team FE. Because
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. I like at this point, I wouldn't even want to be married to you anymore. And I
No.
get it, y'all are public figures. Like, obviously, I don't know like what the magnitude of him even saying stuff, but I don't know. Like, I just can't see a loved one as somebody like so close as my partner that I have tied my whole entire life
Yeah.
to be harassed in that nature
Yeah.
on this magnitude and not say something.
Imma do everything I can to stop it. Even if I don't think it's gonna help, I'm still going people are still going to see my effort
Yeah.
in trying to
At
stop it.
least
And
try.
I think that's where Justin has probably felt like maybe he couldn't stop it and maybe it could be worse. I don't think
Mhm.
it can get worse than death threats and the relentless bullying that she has dealt with over the last 5 years on the internet. And that's why I don't understand Team Selena because if you're Team Selena, you are a team supporting this girl being harassed on the internet for the past 5 years.
Mhm.
I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah.
that. And
You
I
just
don't
it's really no side to pick on that, you know?
no, it's just right and wrong.
Yeah.
It's truly just right and wrong. It's not Team Selena or Team Haley. It's right and wrong, and it's just wrong. Like, no matter what you think Haley has allegedly done to her, like Selena can stand up for herself. She's a grown person. Like, let's be chill and let's be for real. I never understand this like stand culture of people going so hard for people they have never met. Like, of course, we love Beyonce and stand her down, listen to all her music, going to her concert, all the things. But if somebody gets on the internet tomorrow attacking Beyonce, I don't have anything to say to them. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's none of my like, what am I gonna do? Like, I have just never felt the need to add to somebody being attacked like that, regardless of the reason. Like, Beyonce don't care. Beyonce got millions, hundreds of millions, $1 billion. Like, is she pressed about them? No. So why am I?
Yeah. I mean, but there are people who would, just like there are
It's
Selena
crazy.
stans who will
Yeah,
continue to do it relentlessly.
relentlessly.
Like, I
They're
have
not gonna
post
be.
notifications on for
Mhm.
Haley. It's wild.
It's
Like, make
wild.
this their whole personality.
I know. I know it's really really wild, and it's like, I mean, if I was Haley, I probably would. If I was still on the internet, I probably would just have like a private account or something like that, just to keep my peace. But I mean, she's a public person. I guess she's kind of like an influencer or whatever. Now she has like a skincare business, so maybe she can't take that route, or she doesn't feel like she could take that route. But it's just she shouldn't have to either. Like,
Yeah.
just because she's married to somebody that another celebrity used to date, Nobody else deals with this. Like nobody else deals with this type of harassment from their partner's ex's fans. It's weird. It's just weird. The
It's very
obsession
weird.
is weird. And I guess, people will argue that Haley has done things and she slights Selena and eggs it on and does all that. And I just see that as people just reading into everything that she does. I truly do.
Yeah,
So,
it's wild. It's
yeah.
wild. And then it's like y'all don't know neither one of these people's relationships either. Like y'all want
Mm-mm.
them to get back together. What if it just was not good for either one of them?
I
Like
don't think it
clearly
was.
it
Yeah.
wasn't.
From what we know about their
Yeah.
relationship, her and Justin's relationship, it was very toxic and back and forth.
Yeah. So
So
why just for your happiness?
he supposed to be single forever.
I I
Right.
don't understand it.
Yeah,
Just
it's
so you
weird.
feel better
Just so you
somewhere
feel
sitting in
better.
Wincaston. Like I don't
Mhm.
yeah. But I mean, it's people like that. It's even like you said, it's even people like that with Beyonce.
Yeah,
Like they love Beyonce so much that they hate Jay-Z, which is mind blowing to me.
because she
Like
loves
that is that
Jay-Z.
lady's husband. That is her
Literally.
husband. Like
But
that.
even Jay-Z is not dealing with harassment constantly from Beyonce's fans.
Yeah, I'm sure he still gets some.
Some,
I'm
but it's not
sure.
to this
But yeah,
level.
no.
Like Haley can't make a post without having thousands of comments of hate towards her or people talking about Selena and Justin or something like that. Like nobody gets this level of hate. I mean, come on. It just makes no sense. It truly just makes no sense to me. Like everybody needs to get some business. Um,
That's why I just mind my own.
I know. I
That is
know.
just so wild.
Yeah, because now we're not even talking about, maybe 5 years ago, it was a lot of teenagers doing this. Anybody who was a teenager 5 years ago is probably not anymore. So we're talking about
Mm-mm.
harassment from other grown people.
Yeah, these folks are adults.
Yeah, yeah. It's just wild. It's just wild. So Team F Justin, Team Justin needs to stand up for his wife. Team Haley needs to log off or make her account private. Team Selena needs to get some business and stop being a victim all the time. And team, y'all need to get some business too.
The
That's the
internet is
team
such
we're
a
on.
wild place. It is
Hmm.
such a wild place.
I know. I know. It really
Eh,
is.
yeah, it's
It
all
really
connected
is.
to the Wi-Fi.
Well, and therein lies the problem.
There lies the
There is the
maybe he was
problem.
on something.
You know
Uh,
what? Team, disconnect the Wi-Fi
seriously,
because
I
everybody needs to take a
everybody
break.
need peace. Yeah,
Yep.
they need some peace.
Everybody needs a piece. Yep. But on that note, guys, thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. We appreciate y'all so much. If you haven't already, check out our Patreon at plannersandwine.com, or you can go to patreon.com slash planners and wine to see all the fun things that we have going on in our Patreon group. We're always doing something cool with them, talking with them. We are about to put up our April schedule for all the fun things that we are going to do with Patreon, but you got to be a Patreon to get access. So if you're interested,
Shots episode coming soon.
yeah, Shots episode. You probably have heard it by the time this is out.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
it will. It will.
Yep.
Mm.
But yeah, guys, we hope y'all have a great week, and we will talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.